can be the star, because it's here for the making, it's here for the making tonight.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jack Ferguson, the President and CEO of the Philadelphia Convention and Visitors Bureau. I want to thank everybody coming out on this sunny Philadelphia day. I won't go any further than that, but it's always sunny in Philadelphia. We're thrilled that you're here, and we want to welcome you to 30th Street Station. And we chose to do this press conference here because of the significance of PHL as it relates to the Philadelphia International Airport and Amtrak. When we did our 3-year strategic plan and we did a focus group on what could get Philadelphia to be recognized globally, ironically, it laid in front of us all these years. And PHL was recognized around the world, so we're excited about that. I want to pay a particular thanks to Amtrak, our partners in this, especially Dennis O'Rourke, and I believe he's in the crowd somewhere or behind me, as well as Craig Schultz. We're thrilled that they have helped us. And another person that I want to recognize and is new to Philadelphia, and I think you've heard of this airline, Qatar. Carla is out there in the audience somewhere. She's there. She is. Give a wave there, Carla. And their inaugural flight starts here in Philadelphia on April the 2nd, and we're Qatar. And we're absolutely thrilled that they are joining the Philadelphia International Airport as a service. It's great. Now, as we take a look at the building in particular, you'll notice behind us is the transportation mural, which what transportation means travel. And we're in the travel and the hospitality business, and we think all these things come together really nicely. One of our biggest supporters has been Mayor Michael Nutter, who in a few short minutes will unveil many of the wonderful business partners that participate and in the marketing collaboration that is taking place now. Building on the successful launch of global messaging today and the announcements is the next advancement with economic development organizations leveraging common messaging to tell the story about Philadelphia around the world to so many other people. Elements of the campaign will be offered as open source, and open source means that anybody can use what we are producing, which is really, really good. And we then can use these as collective promotions to extend to the conventioneer, to the meeting planner, to the business expansion locations, global travel, and growth. And it's important that we do that. There is a gift that will be given this afternoon, and again, it goes back to Philadelphia and Philadelphia Made. The box is made by Union Packaging, a Philadelphia company, and inside are goodies like Goldenberg's peanut chews, and I know everybody knows what that is, who is one of the makers, and complimentary coffee will be featured here at Sackby's across from where we are right now. So everybody's coming together to do these wonderful things. We are proud to join the City of Philadelphia and our strategic partners today, and we ask everyone that each of you consider your organization to become part of the movement of PHL. It is now my pleasure to introduce one of our strategic partners, the President and CEO of the Greater Philadelphia Chamber of Commerce, Rob Wunderling.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
We're here for the making. Absolutely, positively. And let me speak on behalf of this city and this region's business community for just a brief moment to explain to you how we intend to use here for the making to attract companies from around the world to locate in the city of Philadelphia in our 11-county Greater Philadelphia region. And let me give you an example of a key and growing economic vertical for our region, and that is energy and related manufacturing companies that already know what we have known for many years, that this is a great location if you make something to get it within 48 hours to the economy the size of Germany. But now if you combine that with low-cost energy that's flowing from the Marcellus shale fields in our Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, we think, in fact we don't think, we know, that we are an emerging energy and manufacturing hub for this region. So we've already started marketing to about 500 global companies to have them come to the city of Philadelphia to make it here. The reason why we are a part of a process as a strategic partner, not only to send our message abroad to companies to come here, but we really believe that the citizens in the greater Philadelphia region want to make something happen here. They want to make it here. It can be made here. And from our purposes, as we work with Select Greater Philadelphia, our economic development marketing arm, 42% of our leads, 42% of our leads for companies that are considered coming to this city and this region, those leads come from individual Philadelphians that reside in the greater Philadelphia region. So we want everybody to sing from the same page, and that is truly, we are here for the making. So we're very excited and honored to be a strategic partner and part of today's announcement. I personally now have the great honor to introduce the man, the mayor, the maker of all of our opportunities, the Honorable Michael Nutter.
Well, that was some introduction. Rob, thank you, seriously, very, very much. To have our President and CEO of the Greater Philadelphia Chamber of Commerce as one of our enthusiastic partners and stakeholders in this particular effort says a great, great deal about what Jack and his team, and can we give a big, big round of applause to Jack Ferguson and the entire PHL CVB team. Doing a fantastic job to promote this city in so many different ways. I have a few folks that I need to thank. Certainly Jack, and again the folks at PHL CVB. Their great chair, Nick DeBenedictis. Nick, thank you very, very much. Always has his pin on. Tom Moore is out in the audience from Select, who Rob mentioned. Tom, thank you so much. Alan Greenberger, our Deputy Mayor for Economic Development, is here with us on the stage, as well as John Grady, who is the president, of course, of PIDC. John, thank you very, very much. She's sitting in for me at another meeting, couldn't be at this one. We still haven't figured out how to do be in two places at one time. But I want to thank our city representative and director of communications, Desiree Peterkin-Bell, for all of her support as well. At some point in time, we're going to engage in a really big chant about PHL. I'll give you the sign on that, and there's a video. So I need the chanting as the intro to the video. So we're good with that. Everybody's good with that. Everybody's got their lungs ready and all fortified. The spirit of innovation in our modern Renaissance city is a major reason why people want to work here, live here, be here, and stay here, raise their families, and also just have some fun. As the original startup city, the place where the United States of America was made, we have innovation and creativity literally in our bones. It's a part of our spirit. It's who we are. It's what we're about. We have so many, many companies who start here, stay here, and grow here, and there are more to come. At the launch of today's campaign, as it makes crystal clear, Philadelphia is where things are made. It's the place where things are happening. And whether it's helicopters at Augusta-Westland, whether it's exciting new technologies at Comcast and soon to be the new Comcast Center, or new scientific discoveries, or even one of my favorites, shameless plug, for peanut chews by our good friends at Goldenberg. Making takes on different forms, it takes on different shapes, takes on different sizes, but whatever it is to you, it's happening right here in Philadelphia. Our city is alive with the kind of creative excitement that makes us one of the most dynamic and engaging places to be, not only in the United States of America, but I would suggest to you, if you talk to those who are from other countries and other cities, they're talking about Philadelphia as well. People who come here want to be a part of what's going on, and whether they're here for a visit or a tour, they want to be a part of a meeting or a convention, or just as a place to live or even make investment. We're a magnet for those who seek to create, to break down barriers, to try something new, and just the kind of people that make great employees, they make great partners, they make great neighbors, and great investors. We have a great story to tell, and we need to not be so shy about bragging about who we are and what we're about, the great city of Philadelphia. I talk about our city, of course, virtually every day in Philadelphia and sometimes halfway around the world. We need to be more aggressive about telling our stories, show our Philly pride, and let folks know that we're here and we're coming back. The campaign gives us a strong platform to express our message and get it out there with more and more people across the city, across the country, and around the globe. I want to strongly encourage every company in this city to consider how you too can jump on board and with that one voice and one message continue to promote this great place that we know as Philadelphia. And you can start by visiting discoverphl.com, Make It Philadelphia, or Make It PHL rather. And now, without further ado, remember I talked about some chanting, so I want to cue up the folks who are going to show the video. Let me get a little bit of PHL, 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 here for the making. Roll the video.
Life in the city is good. Yeah, it's good, and the lights all along the parkway shine bright enough to make their own little constellations tonight. Let's walk around and see the sights and the beauty here to be found. It's like no matter where I stand, I feel like I can do anything I want, because it's here for the making, it's here for the making. I can be the star, because it's here for the making, it's here for the making tonight.
What a great video. And let's give a little shout out to the creative folks who put that together. I saw He Sung Song from the Mighty Engine and her great team. And to Danielle Kahn and to Liz Furry from the Chamber of Commerce and from the Convention and Visitors Bureau, thanks for all the great work and effort that you put into that. I'm John Grady, and I'm here on behalf of my colleagues and the board of the Philadelphia Industrial Development Corporation. And I can't tell you how exciting it is for those of us in the business of attracting investment and new business growth to Philadelphia to have a great campaign, a great slogan, to see advertising that's going to be on TV, promoting Philadelphia as a destination for people to do all kinds of things. And what they all have in common is coming to Philadelphia to make it, to invest, to grow, and to make Philadelphia a great place to live and to work, and as the mayor said, to raise your families. We really want to thank the Convention and Visitors Bureau. We want to thank the Chamber of Commerce and Select Greater Philadelphia. And we also want to thank Comcast, who have worked with Select and the Chamber to dedicate airtime on their network to run these advertisements over the next several months. So you're going to start to see them, and you're going to see them regularly on everyday TV. Again, a first for Philadelphia and a first for our promotion efforts. I want to just build on something that the mayor remarked about in terms of the city's history and what's in our bloodline around making things. And for the better part of the first few hundred years of this country, Philadelphia was known as the workshop of the world. We made things here. If we had a brand in the 1800s and the 1900s, it was, it would have been workshop of the world. And the idea that we're building on that identity, that we're extending that brand, the brand that was originally about entrepreneurship and innovation and quality. If you needed a quality piece of furniture made, you came to Philadelphia. If you needed something mass-produced, you probably went to Boston. If you wanted something unique and quality, you came to Philadelphia. And I think building on that in a contemporary way, and building on the innovation that occurs here every day, the breadth and the diversity of things that are being made here in Philadelphia, and the excitement that's occurring with the new generation of people as they bring this movement of makers of all types into our city. This brand really captures that. This campaign captures that, and we're looking forward to this taking on a life and an energy of its own. A few of the folks that are featured in the campaign as kind of the modern and contemporary makers are here today to share a little bit of their stories with us. Olivia Brown, who is a maker of great experiences at the Ritz-Carlton here in Philadelphia, is going to speak for a minute. Lele Tran, a fashion designer who makes the great zipper scarf right at 4th and Arch, is here to talk with us a little bit. And it's a pleasure to introduce Steve Tang, who is the president and CEO of the University City Science Center, where he likes to remind us that they make the future every day out in University City. So Steve, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you very much, John, and thank you everyone for being here. It's always great to be amongst the movers and the shakers, and now you know that today they're the smoothies and the makers too. So I am Steve Tang. I have the honor of being the president and CEO of the University City Science Center, and as John alluded to, we've been helping innovators and entrepreneurs invent the future for over 50 years. Greater Philadelphia has been making headlines for a long time as our region's scientists and technologists make groundbreaking discoveries that have the potential to change the world. Our region's rich resources in medicine, healthcare, biotech, pharma, R&D, and funding contribute to a robust life science community that supports business, conventions, and the quality of life. Across our region, communities of artisans, technologists, scientists, manufacturers, and dreamers are making things right here in PHL, and that will make a difference in our lives and in our futures. They're hard at work in collaborative tech spaces like Quorum at the Science Center, Indy Hall in Old City, VentureForth, the Excite Center at Drexel University, and the University of Delaware's new Venture Development Center. They're in co-manufacturing facilities such as the Loom in Fishtown, in the tech parks of South Jersey and Delaware. And I'm proud to be a citizen of the region. I grew up in Delaware, I raised my children in the Lehigh Valley, and it was just inevitable that I moved to Philadelphia just last year. I made my life here because Philly's real-world, authentic attitude makes our city and our region attractive to entrepreneurs of all kinds. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. What a thrill to be a part of this amazing campaign. My name is Olivia Brown, and as the general manager of the Ritz-Carlton Philadelphia, I know a thing or two about making great experiences. We are in the business of creating unique, memorable, and personalized experiences that stay with you for life. And whether you are traveling to the city of Philadelphia for business, convention, or you're going about the city searching for universities such as Penn, Drexel, and Temple, and seeing your children off to colleges, this is what our hotels and hospitality business do. We make sure that we create those experiences for you. My hope for this campaign is that we'll have more people speaking positively about our city, more people taking trips to the city of Philadelphia, and more global Philadelphia ambassadors around the world saying all great things about the wonderful city of Philadelphia. I personally chose Philadelphia as a place to make my home about 3 years ago. And the reason for that is because Philadelphia is a city that allows you to make the best you. And what a quality of life does the city of Philadelphia have to heart. Philadelphia in the making. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lele Tran. This is my first time in such a huge crowd, so I'm a little nervous. I'm a fashion designer. I have created a fashion co-op boutique in Old City. It's called Us US, and there are 4 fashion designers. We are local. We have a studio where we share space and machines, and we create our designs. It's a nice atmosphere to keep creation in-house and local. So I provide custom work. I make dresses for a lot of the ladies in Philadelphia going to the prom or who's getting married and going to a special gala. You can come see me. My newest invention, which is reinventing the square scarf by putting a zipper to it, making it multifunctional use. It is for both men and women. And for a woman, she can wear it as a scarf, a halter that I'm wearing right now, a poncho, or a skirt. And it's, well, thank you to Danielle who discovered my scarf, and she was such a big fan, and she invited me to be here, and it was such an honor to be here to introduce myself, and I hope my product will make it big, and I would like to stay in Philadelphia and have it manufactured and continue to mentor young designers. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Nick DeBenedictis. I'm chair of the Philadelphia Convention and Visitors Bureau, PHL, CVB, our new name. And I'm also chairman of a company called Aqua America, maker of great water infrastructure. And after tonight, I'm going to declare there will be no drought in Philadelphia this year. It's been an honor for me to serve in this voluntary post and watch the organization grow and help the city, and the city grow to become a global city. And therefore, we need a global message. And that's what we're talking about today, a unified global message. If you have an international visitor, or if you have a convention, an association who wants to have a great convention at one of the best, greatest, impressive convention centers in the country, which is our Philadelphia Convention Center, just call the best CVB in the country, and that's Jack Ferguson and the gang at the Convention and Visitors Bureau. International tourism is up. I think that's a result of the great reputation of the city and something we're trying to perpetuate even more today. The fact that the business community is involved in this is very, very significant. First, I'd like to acknowledge the chairman of the Philadelphia Chamber of Commerce. I thought I saw him. There's Dan There he is, Dan Fitzpatrick. And I'm also representing today Bill Sasso, who could not be here but is chair of Select Greater Philadelphia, which has been making great announcements about new companies who want to come to this city. You met Tom Moore earlier. It's the business community's effort to work with the city to attract business to this area, and our global messaging means a lot to get that type of city attraction. So thank you for coming, and here's for the making.
Thank you, everybody, for paying attention, because it's really important to all of us to make Philadelphia and PHL here for the making a great success. One thing I always believe in is connecting the dots, the business community and the hospitality community from a standpoint of conventions, meetings, and trade shows. We've been working very diligently with Tom Moore at Select Greater Philadelphia and the Chamber of Commerce about their initiatives as it relates to energy, as it relates to manufacturing, it relates to transportation and innovation. And like the life sciences, which is 55% of our business, we're looking for new ways of bringing more business in there by going after the associations that specialize in those particular disciplines. So here's for the making. Let's make it a success. Thank you for coming.
From the first Sunday service to the last word at Noble, PHL is your focal global. This is the birthplace of moguls, the playground for hopefuls, the light of the sound-minded socials, the power of Nomo and the pride of the locals. Watch as the fast life ignites into slow-mo. Yes, this is the city we've got love for our brothers, where we honor our Orishas and worship our mothers, finding sanctuary in art, raising Mercury men, and sugarcane sisters who ride on the wind. Dare a jackpot with Jill. Come on, gamble your huff with cherry blossom lips that whisper, please touch. Dance a Timberito twilight. Let your hang-ups unfurl. And at the heart of our history, you may find a black pearl. If buildings are blouses, we wear our heart on our sleeves, where vegan stakeholders and steak lovers meet. Tip the tides in your favor. Let your freedom set sail. Giovanni's got room for a passage or tale. Experience a harvest live from World Cafe, then witness the gathering of roots at Duafe. We are made in America and we make love from scratch. Catch a set with Chris Ortlieb and Sanchez on sax. In a silken city Sunday, find the joie de vivant. Quench your thirst at the theater, seat your family up front. A spectrum to experience, cause dreams are for waking. Your memories start here, and they're here for the making.